Why, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Anime Club. I'm Nick Knack. With me is the great Lord Vorn.
Hello, everyone!
Realm Shifter.
I'm petting a very spoiled cat right now.
Ironically, only spoiled by, like, you and Mom. She does not like anyone else. I hope you know this. Like, for some reason, that one has become more domesticated simply through Realm's presence. Like, one of my other friends was able to pick her up the other day. And I attribute that entirely to the fact that she loves Realm for some reason. It is a cat that y'all never see on the channel because Trixie does not come to me. And Trixie does not like to be picked up, and she does not like to crawl all over people, but she adores Realm.
And finally, last but not least for the channel, Soda!
Soda! I'll just change my name, shall I? Soda in the chat. So, regrettably, we watched Date A Live Season 2.
My time to pick came. I'm gonna go random. I have some fun stuff in there, and I completely forgot I put Data Live Season 2 in the hat as a trap.
Why you did this to us, I will never know.
You activate my trap card.
He activated his trap card.
Now, did I expect it to come out with my specific rando? I kind of wished it didn't, but...
Yeah, because you had so many fates in there and so many good shit, and this came
and more
out.
fate.
Yeah, and mediocre shit, and then this came out.
Yeah,
which does not fit into any of the above mentioned categories. But the last time we watched Date A Live was for Season 1, Episode 1 of the podcast. An episode which, if you brave the wilds of our old editing and microphones to go back and watch, I salute you, soldier, and those that are fallen because of it.
But the general consensus seemed to be mostly negative outside of some ironic enjoyment coming from, I think, Vorn and I, right?
I think
in Realm.
Also, yeah, I got some ironic enjoyment.
But, like, no one came out of it like this is an actual peak anime.
My homie in Christ. Him, you, and I gave this a shit, and he gave it an ooh-woo.
Yeah, okay.
Like, our official rating was that Vorn gave it an ooh-woo, and you, me, and Realm all gave it a shit.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Like, there is maybe retrospective positive feelings about this 4 years later, but do not confuse that with the fact that you did not give this an ooh-woo or an approval at the time.
This is more of like a nostalgia show, but not in a good way.
No, this is a nostalgia show in a why was this our first anime kind of way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which, I don't... Were we like going in a specific order? No, because Season 1 we
had random hats.
Yeah, because
we all submitted stuff into one pool and pulled one random anime, and it happened to be this.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking, because we all started with, 5 or 10 anime we put in all at once, and we pulled from that. Yeah.
Some of that still hasn't come out.
A lot of that still hasn't come out.
Yep, there is this man, Season 1 was just a fucking clusterfuck.
Season 1 was great for me.
It was great for Seki. It was not great for anyone else.
It also wasn't that great for Seki, though. I remember that distinctly.
Season 1 was a choice, and I feel like you all unfairly judged some of my favorite shows because we were in quarantine and we were depressed.
No, the first submission of Katekyo absolutely deserved what it got.
Yeah.
I was referring more to Haikyuu, Get Backers, and Prince of Tennis.
I was actually very, very charitable towards Haikyuu.
He was not.
Oh,
Prince
no,
of Tennis
I absolutely
just annoying.
despised Haikyuu.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, don't have the transition or whatever that was.
I
again.
love that transition.
Editor Seki inserts that into the video now.
I will. See if I don't.
Also, but yeah, Season 1 was appropriately, as it is named in Seki's notes, Anarchy.
Yeah, we have a different name for each of our seasons. This season is Modified Anarchy, which is really fitting that Date A Live came out during Modified Anarchy.
Last season Modified Anarchy, and this one was even more Modified Anarchy.
It's almost...
Yes.
It's almost...
We're gonna call it Modified Anarchy EX.
It's almost like...
Has been changed.
It's almost like history repeats itself.
Well, I guess we should probably go
this
around...
This is a great example of why humans don't learn from their fucking mistakes.
We should probably go around the clock here, figure out...
Trust the poli-sci
where we all
major.
think about this. So, Vorn, what did you think
to
about
not
this?
think about not repeating
Yeah,
history.
good things say good things. Yeah, bad things say bad things. You got in middle of the road things say middle of the road things.
This is a middle of the road thing. For technically all the seasons of Data Live, this is kind of my more like meh kind of season Data Live.
See. That phrase, though, implies that he has seen more than 2 seasons of this, and that automatically puts you lower in my esteem.
I've seen 3 seasons of this.
We've all seen, I think, more than this.
I have not seen any more of this.
We are united!
I may be a D-gen, but even I have standards as a D-gen.
I'm sorry, I was bored and waiting for the next anime to come out in the middle of editing. I blame Realm.
Do not put the slander, these lies on my name.
Yeah, I only
I'll
like
have to show
one
you the meme
character.
later.
Boredom cannot explain. I have been bored plenty. I did not resort to these lows.
Anyways.
No, I just spent 60 hours playing Baldur's Gate. Never mind.
Yeah.
You literally spent 60 hours playing Baldur's Gate to
This
romance one
week.
particular character.
No. I spent 60 hours of Baldur's Gate this week.
To romance
like
one particular
one
character.
calendar week. And my goal in every playthrough has been get Halsin.
Yeah, you can open up her Steam profile and figure that out. How much...
I have the same name on Steam as I do here. It's Sekhmet Reverence. It's got a little cat thingy on it. So if any of you play like PC games, feel free to send me a friend request if you can find me. I might post my friend code in the description.
Yeah.
Did you have anything else you had to say about this?
The only reason why I watched this that much is because of my favorite character. You will figure out why she's my favorite later on.
Homie, I am not going to remember who your favorite character was. It was 2019.
It was Eye Patch Girl, right?
Yeah. Screw me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, then.
Alright, Realm, what are your thoughts on this?
Do I really want to elaborate?
Yes.
No, I don't think I will. Anyways, as far as things go, I would personally rather just go onto any sauce site instead of watching this. I would rather go full degen than watch this. Personally.
Of all the things I could have been doing with 4 hours of my life. And this is the one that
Is
I
that
had to
Seki's?
choose. I don't like it. I don't like it.
You could have played Baldur's Gate while this was in the background.
There was an English dub.
But I wouldn't have been listening to the English dub. I would have been listening to my voice lines from the characters I'm trying to romance.
Ironic, watching a romance anime while playing a game with romance.
At least I'm not trying to achieve a harem ending, which is possible in Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess I'm up. This series is weird for me. On one hand, the very setting is like, why? What the fuck? Who came up with this? This is stupid. This is dumb. It's one of those only anime things.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And the actual execution of the plot is also stupid and dumb.
And why?
And why? But every once in a while I find myself like, oh wow. Wait, what is the setting of this game? Oh, this is dumb. Why?
So it's a very this is Nick Nack watching this show. Is like wow, this is dumb. Why? Oh, that's cool. Oh, this is dumb. Why?
yeah, that's the knick-knack experience of watching Data Live.
It's just, it literally is just a history repeats itself.
You know what? I have a positive comment about this series. I did not want to bury my skull in a pillowcase and carve my own eyeballs out and rupture my eardrums like I did watching Amagami SS.
Yeah, I mean,
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, at the bare minimum, this
At
is
the bare minimum, this did not make me want to commit self-mutilation.
Okay. Let me say something positive here. I almost respect how far they're taking this seriously. Because they take this stupid, idiotic, dumb, why concept so fucking seriously.
That it's gotten 4 seasons with the 5th one on the way.
And, like, you would swear this has, like, the way they're writing this, you would swear they think this has, like, the thematic, like, importance of a Gen Urobuchi work or something.
It does not. Do not mistake this for having the importance of a Gen Urobuchi work. Do not mistake this for having importance as compared to any work.
This is more like a terribly written fan fiction with the most Gary Stu main protagonist you could ever ask for.
You know how like you can say certain words and Nick Nack will just shudder, like Eromanga Sensei. You know, or Oremo.
I haven't seen that one yet, so it doesn't.
Yeah, well, there are people who will cringe from me mentioning it. Yeah, see, like Realm, this elicits the same reaction in me. This is my Eromanga Sensei.
Amagami SS. That too.
Yeah, but like Amagami SS is just there's a very specific because here's the thing. Most of Amagami SS, whatever. There's just a few very specific scenes in Amagami SS that just make me cringe out of my fucking skin. This is just cringe. This just makes me want to crawl into a hole. I don't want to mutilate myself over this, but I do want to just crawl into a hole and be away from it. It is certainly a choice. The fact that this has gotten 5 seasons is... Honestly, why, Japan? Why?
Honestly, that is just the most impressive thing to me is the fact that this show is getting a 5th season.
Yeah. Like, somehow, that's the most impressive part of this. Like, Jesus.
Like, how is that? I don't understand how the show is so popular with the Japanese
I understand
audience.
that there are cultural differences, but damn.
Yeah.
You should say that same thing, but in consideration... visual novels, because this is pretty much a visual novel, even though it started as a light novel.
I actually thought this was a gacha game when we first watched it. Like, it was a gacha game adaptation with the amount of characters they were throwing at us.
Look, I mean, I'm not here to... I'm not here to, like, deliberately yuck someone's yum, but if this is your yum, yuck. Like, not to pansy around it, but no.
Okay, I do have to step off a soapbox here. I watched, like, 3 seasons of this willingly. Obviously, I saw something.
Does it get better?
Look, the concept's never going to change. It's never not going to be data fucking live.
It's the does it get better? What? Well,
no, not if your problem is the base worse? Concept. Like that tends to be where I come from, and I know you guys or you especially.
It's the hesitation for me, fam.
I kind of look at this. The way I describe this is that since Nick Nack was willing to binge 4 seasons of 3 seasons of this after we watched the first
2 only afterwards. If we're saying after.
Technically, I think what he's implied is he watched 2 and then immediately watched 3 because he was bored.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a sheer case of boredom, but also it was in some part of you found this as a guilty pleasure show for yourself.
Not in the same way as something like Domestic Nakano.
Yeah, not in the same level as Domestic Nakano,
this is more
but
like...
some part of you got some masochistic enjoyment out of watching this show.
This was more because I am pretty damn impressed. They take the like. Obviously, I'm baffled at the capitalistic forces that keep this getting renewed.
Yeah.
But the fact that they can keep writing this and it's not like they stop writing these plots taken at as face value as they can take them. Like, they are still treating this like it is a work of art.
Yeah.
And, like, they're saying something significant. And they keep that going through at least the 3 seasons I watched. And it progressively ramps up like any, like, more, like, heavy drama series would. They write fucking character arcs for this stupid ass show.
Yeah.
So like, while it's still Data Live at the end of the day, it does still try, which is as horrifying as it is impressive to me.
So we get to do a fun thing here, which we don't often get to do for returning shows, but I think we've expressed our opinions thus far before getting into discussion of the show in itself. So we did not talk about the production aspects of this when we originally did this because it was back in episode 1.
True.
So I thought I wanted to talk a little bit about that. So this is a harem rom-com sci-fi fantasy.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. It is written by Koshi Tachibana and illustrated by Tsunako and was in publication from 2011 to 2020 with 22 light novel volumes. There is a second light novel called Data Live Encore, which started 2 years later and ran till 2022. So almost the same run. No, the same runtime. That has 11 volumes. Same writer and illustrator. However, something interesting about this anime is that season 1 was produced by one studio, season 2 was produced by a different studio, season 3 was produced by another studio, and 4 and 5 are being produced by a fourth studio, but is yet different. So I thought we'd just talk about that since let's talk about it. So the first season, which we watched, is produced by the Anime International Company, or AIC Plus. AIC Plus was founded 41 years ago and has produced some pretty interesting things. I see Vampire Princess Miyu, which I know of, Record of the Lodloss War. So Tenchi Muyo. That's a pretty famous anime. Girls Bravo. Ah, my goddess.
Yep.
More Ah, my goddess. My Bride is a Mermaid.
Special A.
Ah, that one.
Special A, yeah. I mean, they're still producing. So, they did Amagami SS. Let's see.
It all
what
comes
else.
back to Amagami SS.
They also did Oremo.
Oh no.
Does that mean they might have done
They also did Persona 4, the animation.
That was actually pretty good.
Huh.
I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. It looks. I Tenchi Muyo. That's the sixth installment of Tenchi Muyo.
Yeah.
They've slowed down in how much they're doing. They took a break between 2014 and 2021. It looks like they didn't produce any anime during that span of time. Nor did they produce any movies, although they did do the Persona 3 movie number 1 specifically, which we watched.
Yeah.
They did some movies. So it looks like there was a hiatus for almost 10 years. Let me take a look. 2013, the production producers quit the company and established a different studio. Let's see. 2014, the holdings transferred all its shares of AIC to Toru Miura. The production department was disbanded in 2015. A new CEO was appointed in 2017. They announced Anime Reboot Project Initiative. Nothing happened. 2020, the CEO announced his resignation. 2021, they entered a business alliance with Toei Agency, co-owning copyrights to some intellectual property rights. And in 2022, they got a new representative director. So it looks like they took a really, really long break, and they have done one thing since their break, and that was a remake of the series Battle Athletes Victory. And they made that in 2021. The series originally came out in 1997. So that's a pretty interesting history, and that's probably why they didn't produce the second season of Data Live.
Yeah.
Probably.
Going on to the second season, though, the second season was done by Production IMS Co., which is what a bunch of the animators from AIC moved to.
I was going to ask
after
if that was what was
Yep.
created.
Yep, so they were created in 2013 and went defunct in 2018. So they did Data Live 2, they did Testament of Sister New Devil, Castletown Dandelion, Gonna Be Twin Tail, Inari Konkon Koi Iroha, Active Raid, High School Fleet, which is also in the hat, Takunomi. Oof, that was an interesting pop-up.
Heaven's Lost Property for films, and they also did Data Life movie.
Mayuri Judgment in 2015.
Yeah.
So a
They
movie.
made a Data Live movie? Why?
Yes.
Yep,
Why?
Mayuri
What?
Judgment.
That's stupid.
So they didn't do. Yeah, they filed for bankruptcy and closed in 2018. So that was Production IMS Co. So they didn't do much. It looks like they did a few smaller projects, and then they just continued kind of with a few of those.
And that's where we're at right now.
No, there's still the.
Well, no, I mean, we're not, but we didn't watch Data Live 3, so.
I will say Data Live 3 is done by JC Staff.
Yeah.
Fair
And
enough.
4 and 5 are being done by Geek Toys, which is a new production company as well.
Yeah.
However, it's based in the same place as the first one, so I would wonder if there are some
There are some repeat animators.
repeat animators between the two of them.
Yeah.
But that's just me wondering. I just figured I'd bring that up because that is actually a pretty interesting production history. The fact that almost every season, with the exception of the last 2, has been produced by a different production company. One of those being really well known, J.C. Staff, right? Like, we know J.C. Staff. We've seen tons of things by J.C. Staff, and the fact that I'm wondering if Geek Toys might have some crossover animators and producers from the original 2 companies.
It kind of makes sense then why Data Live also seemed to disappear after season 3 for a little bit before suddenly coming back with like 15 projects.
So I think that is interesting. I will say it was the same writer for the first 3 seasons, Hideki Shirane, but seasons 4 and 5 are being done by a new writer. So the director also changed between seasons 1 through 3 and 4 and 5. Director for 1 through 3 was Keitaro Motonaga. Director for the new seasons is Jun Nakagawa. So that is a little bit interesting. I do think that does kind of mean something. So we watched the opening and ending just before recording this, so we'd have them in our heads. The opening is called Trust in You by Sweet Arms. The ending is Data Story by Kaori Sadahara.
Yeah.
I actually... Yeah, no, meh.
The OP, like, reminds me of those, like, starts of the adventure games.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah, the honestly, the OP was pretty about whatever. Not gonna
I prefer the first OP, if I'm really honest here.
It's also not a long season. I mean, it's only 10 episodes this
Yeah.
season. It's pretty short.
Yeah.
Thank God.
I mean, and it obviously it continues the season 1 plotline, so which is harem and sci-fi,
more harem, and
rom-com,
and some sci-fi elements thrown in there because we need something else to keep you entertained here.
Yeah.
Well, they focus a lot more on the sci-fi elements here. I guess in the first season they did too, but here it feels like they really tried to write an actual plot.
Yeah.
Plot in air quotes.
So okay, well, I mean, let's continue our discussion, I guess.
The series is kind of split into 2 arcs, at least this season was. The first one was like the island arc with the 2 sister
Hurricane sister things, whatever.
spirits?
Yamai sisters.
Well, they're spirits, but also, like, they're acting as, like, a hurricane.
The Yamai sisters
Yeah.
during the beach episode
Yes.
Yes.
with the sunscreen scene.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I mention that I forgot this arc was a thing when we went and watched it again?
I mean,
Clearly, I
I
had been
can
trying to
understand
block this out of my
why the
memory.
last time. I can understand why the last time you watched this was back in like 2019.
I will openly say I think this is the weaker of the 2 arcs. And probably the cringier of the 2 arcs.
Because it's almost like it's like a pseudo filler arc, but also trying to move the plot forward at the same time.
Yep.
The entire foundation is they found a guy. Who can court him first? And it's just like, oh, so this is just their excuse to get a bunch of sexual situations going.
As the harem genre is wont to do.
I did find, okay, what's her name? The little puppet girl. I found it amusing that we kept cutting back to her watching a soap opera, and then we eventually find out she wasn't even watching it in their living room. She was watching it in a recreation of their living room. I found that gag actually kind of amusing.
Is it Yoshinon or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay.
Though she was a complete non-character this season.
Yeah. In comparison to at least season 1, from what I remember.
We got a new character, Diva.
Diva. Oh yeah, that's our next arc though.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's like a 3 or 4 episode long beach arc. There's not much to say.
Well,
about
no. Episode 1 is the daily life. They're getting the bread from the grocery store that's sold out.
Oh yeah, we reestablish how mentally unhinged some of these spirits are.
Oh, yep.
Specifically the first one.
Yeah. Two episodes 2 and 3 are the island, and then 4 through 10.
All follow that same like diva arc.
Yeah. Well, there's the maid cafe and singing arc.
That's all part of the diva arc though.
I know.
Though that was still I want to go to the diva arc because I actually did enjoy parts of the diva arc, but
Okay, so I personally liked the daily life bread episode.
Yeah.
It was just that kind of, I don't know. I feel like in the case of shows that are this This.
This.
We're just gonna go with that. Sometimes it's kind of nice to just see like a little daily life. They're out of bread.
Oh no!
Because can I say, every single grocery store near me has been out of the particular butter that I use, right, to do cooking and use for like buttering bread and stuff. And let me tell you, you think, oh, it doesn't matter if you change butter. Let's get some garlic herb butter. Like, that'll be delicious. Like, changing your butter doesn't change your life. Yes, it fucking does. I have been so upset for like 8 weeks now. I have not been able to get the butter I like. Every butter tastes wrong. I can taste it in the food that I make. I can taste it in the bread that I butter. I cannot escape it. I can taste it when I put it a little bit in my pasta to keep it from sticking. It is so noticeable. You do not think it is until it happens.
You good?
No, I want my butter! I haven't done any holiday baking because I don't have the butter I want for it.
That was not the tangent I expected, but it was all the more glorious for it.
No, what you have to do is to prove that it's actually the butter and not in her head. We have to blindfold her and have her
See, what you're
test
missing
butter.
here is that your mother bought all the butter in the town.
You know what the worst part is? We have an entire butter drawer. I have like 5 pounds of different butters in the butter drawer, and I hate them all. And I don't like using any of them. Which is why they're sitting there unused. And because we have a full butter drawer, we can't buy any more butter.
So what you're saying
Will
is
you
you emotionally
donate-
linked with the main girl in the middle of that episode.
Will you donate me some of your unwanted butter?
Possibly. I fucking hate it. I just want my butter. I get it. I understand.
Is it like fancy butter or is it?
No,
like-
it's the fucking it's the extra salty Tillamook.
Oh.
Just the normal fucking Tillamook.
Huh.
Sometimes it's just the small things that ruin your day.
It really is.
Mm.
It really fucking
It
is.
really do be like that on this bitch of an earth sometimes.
It really do be.
Like sometimes you're having a good day and then you realize it's the day before recording and you have to watch Data Live.
Yeah.
You should watch Stay Alive first, and then up.
What a thing to say. Fairy Tale was somehow the best thing you've watched recently.
I like these stars more in Fairy Tale this time.
Oh damn.
That's a win in my
I
book.
broke my own heart there.
That's a win in
Yeah,
my
you walked
book.
yourself right into that one.
Back to Data Live.
Wow, this defeat was so soul-crushing for Seki that she comes crawling back to the thing that's even worse.
On top of the butter, you would do this to me? At 2, eh, knick-knack? At 2?
And for me, it was a roller coaster. Went up, down, and up.
Like 37 knives to the back.
Seki cannot catch a break.
Anyways, I just thought I'd like to communicate that I actually really did like that first Daily Life episode, and I really empathized with the main characters.
Yeah. And that is the only positive thing that you will say going forward.
I wasn't a huge fan of the beach episode, so I don't mind moving on to the
The
diva
beach
stuff.
episodes are like probably the worst of Data. Like not worst of Data Live in general, but like it is all of the worst elements of Data Live.
Yeah.
Ah, so you're saying that it gets worse from here on out.
Oh, I don't know. I've only seen the next season. And yes, it does get worse, at least at one point in the next season.
Oh god, no. Please
I'm
don't
thinking of
put
the literal last episode.
Oh, that one.
The reason I didn't ever watch season 4.
Let's live in blissful
An
ignorance.
episode bad enough to stop him from binging season 4.
Let's Seki, let's shake on it. Let's bless ourselves.
Blissful ignorance.
Let's live in
So
blissful
you're
ignorance.
just in 3, right?
He's not gonna waste a submission on this shit.
He likes 3. 3 focuses more on his favorite character.
Yeah, it does. But that last episode.
Seki,
And I still want to get to that side story one as well.
Seki, let's get the body bag.
Here, you need self-defense weapon.
Yeah, too. It's fine.
Seki, hand me the other sword.
No, this way. Better.
On guard.
Swords.
Jesus. So Diva. So Diva spans episode 4 to the end, basically.
It's the vast bulk of the plot of this
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got, she's introduced, and then we go through a bunch of shenanigans. Shenanigans.
Did you say cross-dressing main character? So what makes you so upset about that one?
It doesn't. It just feels unnecessary.
Like this entire series.
You mean the
honestly.
entire show?
I'm gonna be honest. Okay, men out there, pull out a notepad. I've got a note for you, right? Rule number 1 in interacting with females, right? If you have to cross-dress as a woman to talk to the person and get close to them, it's not meant to be. Move on.
Yeah.
Okay, but they can't. Not moving on would cause the world to collapse under a spatial quake.
Let the world collapse.
Yeah. Please.
We will all thank you for it.
Please.
If you have to cross-dress to interact with a woman, stop. And I don't mean drag performances. You are beautiful, do you? No, I mean if you are just a man cross-dressing with a woman in some desperate ploy to get close to her, stop.
But please, just stop.
Just stop.
You're only gonna hurt yourself more in the end.
Yeah. This is not healthy. Stop.
So you're saying that the world is not worth that guy's...
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
We know now what you consider worthy to destroy.
She's never liked Data Lives. So like,
Yeah.
Of course she wouldn't value the Data Live world enough to protect it in that case.
Yeah.
This
Also, nothing that man can offer you is better than the destruction of the world.
also, yeah. Just let this universe collapse, please.
Yeah.
Please.
This part of the multiverse does not need to continue.
I was talking about, like, if she was actually living in that world.
Let it die.
Just let it implode.
It'll go out in a blaze of glory.
Okay.
I'll have my books around me.
It'll go out in a blaze of glory, and it'll probably happen instantaneously, so you won't even feel a thing.
Exactly. We will all go together when we go.
And
That said, sometimes to be best boy, you have to be best girl.
No.
No, absolutely not.
Emphatically no. Here's the thing, and I'm gonna be this person here. You know how I made you read Hanakimi?
Yes.
You know how she dresses as a boy to get close to her crush?
Yeah.
Stop.
That's what I said.
I love that series. I will fight for that series till my dying day. That trope, stop.
As filthy,
End. Do not continue.
as Filthy Frank once said, "It's time to stop.
Uh-huh.
It's time to stop."
Filthy Frank is right. I don't even know who that is, and he's right.
Fair enough.
I would like to say, Yago.
It even managed to turn like a cringy maid cafe episode, which I normally like ever since my class president is a maid, Kaichawa Maid Sama. I have liked cheesy maid cafe episodes. It even managed to make me dislike the cheesy maid cafe episode.
See, I actually found it amusing to see him have to dress up as a girl and like get a little too into it.
No. I just talk to a girl. Just talk to them.
Just be normal.
Tried that, almost died.
Then it wasn't meant to be. It just wasn't meant to be.
See, normally I'm like all for like, don't just take series at their face value. No, in this case, the series, I don't necessarily like want to think about it less than face value here.
Here's the thing. You kind of screwed the pooch on that one. What you should have done is you do it in another country so you can run away quickly as possible.
What?
You gotta find a country that doesn't have extradition to the United States. Maybe international waters.
But yeah, after this goes down, she gets reasonably upset.
Yes, I liked that. Get upset. This
Okay,
man
but
has manipulated
I will
you.
also point out she also isn't a big moral paragon here.
Okay. But no. If any character, moral or not, had done this, I would be upset.
Okay, but she found out in the context of
She was making a move on the girl she liked. It wasn't her fault he was tricking her.
while she had other girls hold her down as she reached
Okay. Well,
unconsensually to private parts.
yes, that's inappropriate and should not have happened.
Yeah.
So, like, let's be honest here, everyone's a terrible person in this situation.
Yeah,
Like, not even saying she's
look,
not justified
I'm-
for her anger.
I'm not saying that she's not a terrible person. Ladies, note, do not have your female friends hold down anyone, male or female, while you sexually assault them. Do not do that.
Do not.
Do not take any sort of dating or affection lessons from this show. Point blank in general. In fact, if you see it in this show, it's most likely you can put it on a do not do list.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's like a how not to. Like how not to summon the demon lord.
Yeah, exactly.
How not to get yourself a date.
How not to get yourself killed.
No, this is how to get yourself killed. I
Yes,
would
exactly.
murder someone if they
Yes.
held me down and felt me up.
Exactly.
And it would be self-defense. And that is what I would argue in a court of law after stabbing them repeatedly with anything sharp I had on my body, up to and including my fingernails when they're long.
Yep.
To be quite honest.
Yep.
Everyone's terrible.
Oh, yeah.
At least everyone is terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what about Puppet Girl?
She's a kid.
She
You
is a
can't-
kid.
And she has barely any involvement in this season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That doesn't count.
She's more like a non-character in this season.
The puppet is cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I like when it turns into a giant killer rabbit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
great.
adorable.
It's great. Love it.
Yeah, I think she's the only decent one in terms of, like...
But okay, but she's decent by virtue of not really being a character.
Exactly.
You can't necessarily say that on the same level as any character who is present and is a good person. Because she has not been given the opportunity
Yes, the fact
to be a degenerate.
Yeah, the fact that the best character is one that has so little involvement should tell you truly about the absolute state of this show.
Well, and look, this is not the only show we've watched where
Oh,
a lot of weird, messed up things are happening.
Oh, no.
T.H.E also had like a ton of really bad things happening.
Oh, yeah.
So do some of like the like even the most innocuous shows that we enjoy have fucked up things happening. Most media has weird things happen throughout it. There is not a single show, movie, or anything in the world that has everything perfectly 100% okay.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. You know, I'm not saying that Data Live is the only thing ever to
Oh,
do
yeah.
anything weird ever.
No. It's just
But
about...
I had to watch Data Live.
Also, it's just about how... It's just also a matter of execution. This show just not have good execution.
So this is kind of where I hit that point of, if I'm taking the plot at face value, I did enjoy like the diva arc, but then you think about it like, wait, but why did it need to be like this? Why is this Data like this only works because it is Data Live? In Data Live, it ruins anything they're going for.
If you come at me and tell me that your favorite anime is Data Live, we are not friends.
Okay, let's not be that mean. Someone in our look, if you like Data Live, explain what
Yeah.
actually clicks with you in the comments. We should.
What do you like about it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Please.
okay,
And I mean that, and if you have to tell me it's an ironic enjoyment, clarify that and then explain why.
Okay, I actually have a friend that I know that I talk with on Discord sometimes that actually actively enjoys this show. So
And have they
will...
told you why?
No, because I have not further elaborated on why.
Please inquire
So
with
I
them.
will inquire with them. Like, hey, you've watched Data Live. Why do you enjoy this show? Because I don't.
Born, and you like later seasons, right?
Yeah.
Is there like what's clicking with you on those that maybe isn't here without spoiling anything, of course?
It's mostly Krumi and her backstory and what she's trying to do.
Seesaw and the blade.
And that is future stuff, and I can't tell you any of that stuff anymore.
So it's more of a character thing than a show thing.
Oh, yes, most definitely. Like I told you,
That's fair.
I like Krumi quite a lot as a character.
Yeah. Look, this is far from the weirdest and shittiest thing I've heard of getting an anime in multiple
Yeah.
seasons.
Yeah.
For all that I'm complaining, it's fine. I dislike it. I'm never going to recommend it. I don't ever want to watch it again. But, you know, I'm not going to call the cops on someone for watching this. Hi, Luna. Luna.
There are a lot of weird, scary people here.
I know. There's just too many people in here. She's upset because she can't get to her window quietly.
Yeah.
Yeah. You might have just heard my cat screaming at us.
Yeah.
She was upset.
Looney was upsetty.
No, pushes baby.
Because like we should openly acknowledge here, the show's not doing anything that's actively more illegal. That it feels that gross. It's just such a stupid concept.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is trash tier harem anime, but it's not gone down to like the
It's
real
just baffling. It
rock
has
bottom.
there's so much of it.
Yeah.
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 So, I honestly, I can't really say much more. I don't want to keep dunking on this show, because it's easy to dunk on it, but I don't honestly like it when I have to dunk on a show. I'm not going to lie.
I like the outfit designs. The outfit designs are pretty nice. I will say that much about this show.
Fair enough. I can see that. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I think that's it. Unless we want to
Waifu
try.
Wars.
Do we? Well, it's mandatory at this point, so I guess we have to do Waifu Wars.
Waifu Wars. Waifu Wars. Waifu Wars. Knick-knack. I'm gonna stab you in the gut.
God, I didn't think about this too much.
But come on, you knew it was gonna be asked.
What's her name? The
Which one?
government agent girl that takes the hint and goes and gets that the mech suit.
Was that Origami?
Which one?
Origami.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Origami. Okay.
Lauren,
You already know. I've been talking about her quite a lot.
name her.
Grimmy.
Yeah.
Rob.
If I really had to pick, but I honestly would not bother with any of them. But if I had to choose one, it would just be Toka, the black-haired girl.
Killer Rabbit Bunny.
Fair enough.
Yeah. That hurts.
Killer Rabbit Bunny.
Yep.
That's my favorite show.
Weak ass clap. That was good.
No,
You good?
Oh.
Wait, do you mean to still be recording right now?
yeah,
Okay.
because I'm about to pull for the next anime.
Alrighty. Drum roll.
I gotta get the right app first. I
Alright.
was not prepared.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Alright, drum roll.
Yes. Okay.
Alright, so what do we got?
So next we will be watching one of Realm's submissions. This is actually a pretty old submission too. It's been in the hat for a long time.
Alright.
It's Amagi Brilliant Park.
Oh god. Oh no.
Yay!
It's not that bad.
We need to pull up a trailer now.
Okay. We're gonna
It
pull up a
is.
trailer.
So we went from one harem anime, now we're going to another.
Welcome to Amagi Brilliant Park.
This stuff seems oddly violent for a family theme park.
Yes, it is.
I don't know why you are groaning. This looks
Yeah.
great.
Okay.
Like, whatever harem elements are there aside, this looks actually really fun.
This
You know-
looks stunning.
You know, maybe it's my fault personally for having read more sauce of this than I actually have spent watching the actual show.
What?
You read too much sauce, boy.
Yeah.
It was not that bad.
I didn't need to know what sauce Realm was reading.
Yeah.
No one needs to know what sauce Realm is reading.
How many episodes actually season 1? I don't remember.
13.
13? Okay.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, no, I'm very excited to watch that.
Yeah, that
that
actually
looks
looks like a lot of
great.
fun.
Okay, now I am more excited honestly to watch this than I was initially, but that was mostly on my fault.
Because I
Yeah.
actually love the idea of killer theme parks and like fucked up like.
Molotov cocktail.
And then I the moment I saw like the little teddy bear mascot, I was like, oh, that kind of. Seki loves herself little tiny mascot
I
characters.
do love myself little tiny mascot characters that get irrevocably violent.
Yeah.
I'm sure that triggers the Katekyo in her.
It really does. And the omniscient reader's viewpoint.
Yes.
Yep.
And the Beaufory.
For me, it gives me nom flashbacks to Monokuma.
Wow, but this looks great. I'm super excited to watch this.
All right.
How
Cool.
tiny is tiny in your mind? Well, how? Okay.
Plushie sized. Large squishmallow sized.
Could you sell them as a
bear?
marketable plushie?
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Like squishmallow sized.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
They're
Anyways, yeah.
I'm actually
super
pretty
excited.
damn excited to watch this one.
Yeah, so we'll see you next time to talk about Amagi Brilliant Park Season 1.
Yes, don't be like me and be a degenerate and read a bunch of sauce on a show before you actually watch it.
Like, comment, subscribe. Try harder, everyone.